Okay, so let's take a look at this, at simple interest and simple interest and time. So what do you do if time isn't given in years? So what do we do in those cases? What if they had said, like on the previous example, that Taylor is investing, let's take a look at it here, not 4 years, but let's say if they said 36 months or, 500 weeks or something like that. What do we do, right? Well, if time is given in months, okay, then we basically transform whatever it is, months, weeks, or days, into years. So if time is given in months, we have to divide the months by 12, okay? So if time is given in months, divide the months by 12. So in other words, if they gave us 10 months, then we have to say, okay, so 10 divided by 12, right? Well, what's that equal to? Well, that's actually the same as saying 5 over 6, and 5 divided by 6, that gives us essentially 0.833 years. Okay, you put it on your calculator and you get that. Same thing here, right? 26 months over 12. Well, roughly I can tell that this is going to be 2 years something, right? Well, let's see if we can simplify this, right? So half of 26 is 13, half of 12 is 6. So 13 divided by 6, okay, then we plug it in your calculator and you get 2.167 years. You may be wondering, well, why all these decimal places? Well, try to keep it at about 2 or 3 decimal places. The more decimals, the more accurate your answer will be. Okay, so this is the same thing. If time is given in months, we divide by 12. If time is given in weeks, we divide by 52. 52, right? So let's say they give us 24 weeks and 48 weeks. How much is that in years? So same thing, 24 divided by 52, because this is what we're going to use for the value of t, right? So we need to do this, right? 24 divided by 52. Okay, well, put it in your calculator. You should be getting this, right? 48 weeks. Well, how much is that, 48 weeks? Same thing, 48 divided by 52. Put it in your calculator, right? 0.923 years, right? Or I guess you can also use it in fraction form, but you have to simplify it, right? This will be like 12 over 26, 6 over 13, and you can use that, but for now, just do that, right? From weeks to years, divide by 52. And of course, lastly, as you can expect, from days to years, what do you have to do? Divide by 365. So what if I give you this? 200 days, right, into years. Well, we simply take this, 200 divided by 365. What is this equal to? Well, you should be getting that. And also 500 days divided by 365. So we can say that roughly this is over a year for sure. It's not 2 years, because 2 years will be what? 600, almost 700 days. Well, so 500 divided by 365. So this is equal to 1.37 years. Okay, so keep that in mind. Okay, so now let's take a look at how this works out in some examples.